Hey, welcome back, folks. We're having a moment. Dillick is alive. D to the ill. Still in the house. Spiffy, can you hear me? Come immediately to the water palace. Oh, it's Luca. Sorry, guys. I gotta take this call. Gotta ask, did all three of them hear that, or is it just Spiff? Well, okay. Kebab's still in. We can still rescue Dilly later. And Jammin, yeah. I'm not leaving. Okay, fine. So, that just happened. And I gotta ask, has anybody else realized what just happened, what all of the last episode was? I mean, let's think about this. Eleni admitted openly to kidnapping local villagers for drugs. She kidnapped people and sold them to Thanatos for drugs. I guess to maintain her youth or whatever, but it's drugs. And then when we tried to say stop that, we were fed to a giant fire-breathing tiger. And well, come on, guys, be a little more proactive. Nope, miss. And then when we finally confronted her about it, she basically said, "Oh, I'm old. Okay, I'll stop. I feel bad now." And we took it. And now we're leaving. We're walking away from it. You know, like content at a job well done. There is no way to tell that Eleni is never going to do this again. I don't think we're really following through on our job here. And just because she's old, it's fine. It really shouldn't be. I mean, she's kind of the 1% in this case, if you really think about it. You know? And here again, we're saying that the 1% is allowed to get away with it. I'm sorry to bring politics into this. But you gotta consider, she's living in a castle, which is in a forest. And that castle is staffed by sexy werewolves. I don't think she's gonna suffer. Anyhow, here we are at the water temple. We are doing exactly what we said we would. Hopefully Luca has, I don't know, at least some indication as to what we're supposed to do. I do like these stairs. Great security system. I'll restore you. Save the game. Yeah, it's awfully nice of her to offer this first. Undine, the elemental of water, lives in a cave beside a waterfall. Set of steps, you gotta find her. Okay. Seal on the palace has failed, and I fear she is in great danger. Yep. Okay. So is it her seal on the temple that's failed, or her seal on herself? Anyhow, yeah, we can totally do that. It's, I mean, right around the corner anyway. I mean, it would be to our advantage to do that. Hell, we're practically wasting time by not doing it. I should equip my sword again, because I don't know how good a whip is against fish. Also, it's 6 points more than the whip. Good! Yeah, whoa. These iffish hit pretty well. Not gonna get me that time. So, where do the lines get drawn here? Like, I was fighting guys with bows and arrows and, you know, werewolf fitness instructors or kickboxers in the last area. Now I'm fighting fish. How can you justify, even in the setting of a JRPG, that a fish is at least as powerful, so it appears, as a werewolf kickboxer? Oh yeah, here's a sort of mini-boss. It doesn't appear to be a mini-boss right now, I admit. But just you wait. You gotta watch. I think at some random time, truly random, maybe I just need to cause enough damage. it's going to sort of man up. Maybe to a literal degree. Ah, shit! There it is! Boss music! Suddenly this thing is very hungry. And I don't know if it causes damage, like, continuously until it gets, you know, until someone hits it. Oh, stop it. Okay. You can eat someone else. Okay, so, like... Okay, no, like... I'm trying to figure out this mechanic again. So, if the little baby dragon gets hit and I get ejected from the dragon, does whatever... No, the damage that I cause does not also apply to the character. Okay. Here's the reason why this boss is kind of a pain in the butt, because it heals itself. Great big pain, man. Yeah. Ah, man! I was so close! Stop it! Ugh. Well, that's a pretty good indication in any case. I mean, if it's healing itself, it means that its health must not be too great. Now, if only I could coax it to take someone else. It's just sort of sitting there. What do I do? Nah, forget it. I'm gonna heal myself first. I just looked at my health 13. Let me have some of this. Okay, I'm just gonna have to suck it up. Maybe not? Okay, it's gotta be done soon. Come on. Ah! What is the point, you know, of charging up this big, impressive attack, only for it to miss almost every time I use it? This is why I have set my characters to not charge up themselves. I can charge up as much as I want as long as I think I got a good shot in. But it would be pointless for them to charge up an attack, and then they're probably going to try to, you know, execute it after I hit the thing, and it's not within its available hit window. Come on, just suffer and die, you little dinosaur! That's super mean. Ah, there it is! Wow! It's really kind of awful, eh? I mean, it's not like a regular monster that just disappeared after I kill it. It sort of had to expire. Anyhow... Thank you, I'm Undine. My power is your reward. I'll give you 2 kinds of magic. Kebab can use my recovery and defense magic. Dance. Jammin can use my battle magic. And that's Jammin's dance. But nothing for Spiffy. Captain Spiff is gonna have power enough in his mana sword. One day become more powerful than any magic. You can receive an elemental's power, such as Ice Saber. Ice Saber. on your sword. Kebab can use that to turn enemies into snowmen. Sweet! And this! Take this with you. It's one of the mana weapons. The pole dart. Shit, yes! I remember this! Call me anytime. Later. Nice! We got magic all of a sudden! Hooray! Finally! And now I have the pole dart. That's basically a javelin. I can't attack right now. That's really too bad. Next screen, maybe? There, see? So basically, we're all ranged right now, and I think in previous playthroughs, I've never really spent much time to develop skills, or I mean weapons, that were not the sword, because they talk big about the mana sword and all that stuff, so I figured, you know, let's just keep up with the appearances. But I think this time I'm going to go all ranged. Because, for one, it would be a little bit safer, being that we're a little bit further from the danger. Normally, things are going to be in melee range. And the other justification is that I'm wielding a frickin' javelin. This is... I can't think of another game right off the top of my head right now where I am actually literally wielding a javelin. Usually if it's going to be a ranged weapon, it's going to be a bow and arrow, it's going to be a gun. It's never like a, you know, a spear. Or it's rarely a spear, I should say. Anyhow, I guess we're going to go back to Luca for our debriefing. And she's probably going to find something else that's gone wrong in the world, and suddenly we need to go find it, ourselves there to fix it. Maybe Eleni's right back to doing her own old evil villainy. Yes, I do want to save my game. Thank ya. Use Undine's power to stop the lava and own the underground palace. That's right, that is something else that Eleni did, isn't it? Frickin' Eleni. What right do we have to say, oh, it's okay, you're old now. You're not a threat any longer. I don't remember if I mentioned this in the beginning of the episode, but, you know, Eleni had just sent Dilek over to Thanatos. Now, I'm figuring if I was an evil villain, I would want the item first, then I would send payment. So perhaps Eleni's drugs are still coming in? Yeah, it's just something to think about. Maybe we will have to face her again later. Anyhow, I think that'll be it for this episode. Tune in next episode and we will find ourselves over in Gaia's Navel all over again. And this time, we will be going into that underground palace that the second boss Tropicalo came from. Thanks for joining me. See you soon, folks.